Nintendo is no stranger to leaks. Whether we're talking about games, whether we're talking about hardware, talking about financial and business sides of things, whether we're talking about legal sides of things, there's just been a consistent leakage around the Big N, around their entire brand. And I don't think that any of it has like significantly or negatively affected the overall product at hand. I don't think that the fact that Genki at some trade event showed, or at CES, not just some trade event, it was CES, showed off basically a working model of the Switch 2. Not a working model, a dummy model, but what their product works with, the dimensions it works with. And there's a lot of misinformation going around as well. I see people tweeting out that like, oh, that's the Switch 2. Switch 2's revealed, there it is. And I don't necessarily think that's true. Genki themselves have come out and said like, we're just kind of going off the rumors and the leaks. That's what we built our products around. I'm like, that's crazy. The fact that they don't even have a working model for the Switch and they're making products for the Switch 2 is absolutely insane to me. The Switch 2 has not been fully revealed, right? We don't know all of the details. We don't know a single game coming to this console yet, or at least not fully. Again, there's been some rumors circulating. Just today alone, I was scrolling through my phone and I saw that Metaphor ReFantazio is going to be a launch window title for the Switch 2. Rebirth and Remake are coming to the Switch 2, apparently. Elden Ring is on the way. Baldur's Gate 3 is on the way. Obviously, a new 3D Mario I'm really hoping for. I've heard rumors of a 3D Donkey Kong coming as well. There's been a lot of games that have popped up on people's radars, on people's list, and rumors, and I haven't heard anything concrete thus far, but some of them are pretty easy to believe. I do think a ReFantazio makes its way on a Switch 2. Square Enix has had a lot of trouble selling their games exclusive to PlayStation, and Xbox doesn't have a huge install base for JRPGs. It's just kind of the fact of the matter, and I think that Nintendo does. I think Nintendo is kind of built on that. Final Fantasy grew up on Nintendo platforms, and I could definitely see Rebirth or Remake making their way on the Switch. And even Final Fantasy 17 or Final Fantasy 16 or Final Fantasy 14, I think could be a huge hit on the Switch. I think Square Enix is going to have very, very big plans for the upcoming console. And again, I mentioned Sega Atlas. I think that P4 is probably going to make its way over there, the remastered remake version, and any of their future titles. Dragon Quest 12, I think, is a shoo-in. Kingdom Hearts, shoo-in. I think these games need to be on this console. I think it's important for Nintendo. I think it's important for Square and Sega Atlas and all of these other JRPG developers. And even Western RPG developers, even like Larian. I do think Baldur's Gate on the Switch could be massive. I think that could be a huge deal. I don't know if it could work. It's a massive game and has a really difficult interface, but I've heard it works okay on the Steam Deck. Maybe it's possible to get it running on Switch. You could lower settings, things like that. As long as it's playable, I think it could work. I really do. The Nintendo Switch being a sort of home for RPGs has been a thing for a while now, and I think it makes all the sense in the world for its successor to capitalize even more on that. Let's talk about the rinky-dinky Joy-Con. I really, really do think that the Joy-Con are sort of my biggest qualm with the Switch at this point. I have had 1, 2, 3, 4 pairs of Joy-Con get drifted. I've had 4 pairs go out on me. Some of them have taken years, some of them have taken weeks, and some of them like literally 5 to 6 days I've had just drift. Like, oh shit, it's already drifting. I remember when I bought Tears of the Kingdom, I bought brand new Joy-Con to play that game portably. I was so excited to just snuggle up in bed and play Tears of the Kingdom, and they just started drifting right away. And I was sick of it, and I bought third-party Joy-Con. I had to. I was just so sick of my Joy-Con going out, and at that point, my battery life was already just awful on my Switch. It lasted like 90 minutes max, and it just wasn't really worth playing portably at all. So I also want that to be something that the Switch 2 fixes. Battery life is very, very important, and I know it's one of the hardest things to get right, because even like the Steam Deck has trouble with battery life, but yeah, the Switch 2 needs to nail down battery life. But also the Joy-Con. Oh my goodness gracious. Now, we have seen patents and leaks of how these we literally have seen the Joy-Con apparently. They connect magnetically, and the Genki thing that we saw, I guess, was a case that like folded into them. I thought that was kind of interesting. I've never quite seen anything like that. But they just pop right onto the side of the console now, and I have no idea what the locking method really is. I know there's these new buttons by the triggers. I guess we pull those to stop the magnets from working. Again, I have no idea what the actual tech is of how these things are connecting, but I'm more curious about the tech of what these analog sticks are going to be doing. Like, how are we fixing and addressing Joy-Con drift? I do think that probably not when the Switch 2 is first revealed, right? The Switch 2 reveal is going to be a commercial, but during the deep dive, when we go into this console, during the presentation or the beefy direct where we talk about the hardware, I do really hope that they address Joy-Con drift. That has got to be fixed. It has been one of Nintendo's, again, it's my biggest qualm with the console, but it's not just me, it's everyone. It is a widespread epidemic. I know they've kind of fixed it here and there, but again, I bought Tears of the Kingdom and bought new Joy-Con with them, and they drifted. 2 weeks, drifted. And that sucks. That's got to be fixed. There's also been this rumor going around, and I would say it's a little bit bigger than a rumor. Again, we're talking about leaks now. We're getting in the nitty-gritty here of this new button on the right Joy-Con. It's the C button. A lot of people say that that's going to be some kind of cast button that casts your game to the dock, I guess, and you're able to play with two screens. I don't really know what the hell that means, to be honest with you. Like, obviously, like, I guess they're trying to kind of do a Wii U situation. Maybe they want to port over 3DS games or just DS games in general, and that is one way to do it, to have two screens, but I'm really, really curious what that button is. That's like my big, like, every time I look at those new Joy-Con, I'm like, what the hell is that button? What is going on there? What are we doing with that button? If it is like some dual screen cast thing, I wonder if people care about that. I wonder if people care about, like, oh, I don't know if I do. Now that I'm thinking about it, like, I feel like I kind of had my fun with that with the Wii U, and I kind of don't desire that anymore. And to have a button on the Joy-Con solely designed for the Switch Online, inevitable, DS games coming to Switch Online, that's kind of bizarre to me. That's a little weird. To just have a button, this is the DS port button. Like, that doesn't feel right to me. So there's definitely something else going on with that thing. There's definitely, again, whether it's casting to the TV or not, there's definitely a lot of mystery around that button. Make sure to comment below. What are I know there's probably new rumors or new leaks that I haven't seen yet. I've been kind of trying to stay away from it as of the last few weeks. Let me know what you think. What is that button for? What's going on there? Now, I've also seen people say that, like, the Switch... this one's ridiculous. I've also seen that the Joy-Con have, like, some kind of AR sensor on the side where it would attach to the console, and it's, like, going to be used as, like, a mouse for a game. And I can't fucking believe that. Like, I don't think that's true. But there is a sensor there. I wonder what that's for. And I think it's only on the right one. That's really weird. Like, there's so much mystery, man. We still don't know shit about this console. Everyone's saying that this thing's revealed, it's already leaked, we already know everything about it. We don't know anything about it, dude. We have not seen a single official image of this thing and any of its functionality. I do think that there's some weird shit going on with the Switch 2. I think there's a lot of tight-lipped secrets about this thing, and that's really exciting, man. That's really, really exciting. And again, the only thing that, like, truly matters to me are the games. Sorry, I sound like Reggie Fils-Aimé there. Games. That's what really matters to me, is Mario, is Metroid Prime 4, is the next Zelda game, the next Splatoon, whatever that's gonna be. I care most about what Nintendo is cooking, what in-house Nintendo is cooking. Mario Kart 9, dude, or 10, or whatever the hell it's gonna be called. I am so looking forward to Nintendo putting out more games, right? Putting out more first-party titles. It's been a while since Nintendo has, like, really, really pushed first-party stuff, and I'm excited to see it. I think that is kind of where my head is at right now is I'm just waiting for the games. I'm waiting for that direct that says, hey, here's 3 or 4 big ass, amazing, incredible looking Nintendo games coming out in the next, 18 months. Like that's what I'm looking forward to the most. I know a lot of people are like, oh, the thing's leaked. We've already seen it. We have not seen a single game. We haven't seen a single game for this thing. And again, the rumor and the what we've been hearing recently is that there is a new 3D Mario coming, and I can't even begin to imagine what that's gonna look like. This video was kind of designed to be my final Switch 2 video before the Switch 2 is announced. Right, this is it. This is my final little discussion. I've been kind of late on this stuff. I haven't had a chance to like really talk about it. There's so many other small topics and small little leaks to talk about, but I will leave it at that. That will be all I have to say today. Make sure to comment down below. Let's keep the discussion going. Let me know what you think of everything we know about the Switch 2 so far, and what do you want to see addressed most in terms of hardware, and what games are you looking forward to the most? Games. Comment below and give me your thoughts. Thank you so very much for watching. Make sure to go down in the description below. Check out some of those links. I'm on Blue Sky. I'm on Twitter. I'm on Twitch, most importantly. Make sure to follow me on Twitch, where I stream quite regularly, and I will be streaming our reaction to the inevitable Switch 2 reveal. It's happening soon, right? It's going to happen, and I will be streaming it there on that channel. It'll eventually make its way here on YouTube as well. But yeah, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe. I greatly appreciate it. And again, I mostly appreciate you for sticking around and watching this video. And until next time, until the Switch 2 is revealed potentially, party on.